Today, we take you deep into the heart of Ecuador, where specialized farmers are raising millions of poison dart frogs in controlled environments, harvesting their deadly toxins to create life-saving medicines that help millions of people around the world. This is not your typical farming story. These are not crops growing in fields or livestock grazing in pastures. These are some of the most venomous creatures on Earth, each one capable of killing a full-grown elephant with just a few drops of their natural poison. Yet they hold the key to breakthrough medical treatments that are revolutionizing modern healthcare. The poison dart frog industry operates in complete secrecy, hidden away in climate-controlled facilities that look more like space laboratories than traditional farms. Here in the dense rainforests of the Amazon basin, where humidity reaches 97% year-round and temperatures never drop below 82 degrees Fahrenheit. These incredible amphibians thrive under the watchful eyes of biochemical engineers who have dedicated their entire careers to understanding the complex chemistry of nature's most potent toxins. The facilities stretch across hundreds of acres, housing over 12 million frogs in specially designed terrariums that perfectly replicate their natural habitat, complete with living moss walls, automated misting systems, and carefully calibrated lighting that mimics the filtered sunlight of the rainforest canopy. Each morning at dawn, teams of specialized handlers dressed in full protective gear begin their meticulous routine of caring for these remarkable creatures. Maria Santos, a 43-year-old biochemist who has been working with poison dart frogs for over 18 years, explains that every single frog in their facility is worth approximately $350 due to the incredible value of the alkaloids they produce. The breeding process is extraordinarily complex, requiring precise temperature control, specific dietary requirements, and constant monitoring of water chemistry that must be maintained within incredibly narrow parameters to ensure the frogs continue producing their valuable toxins at optimal levels. The most prized specimens are the golden poison frogs, scientifically known as Phyllobates terribilis, which produce batrachotoxin, one of the most powerful neurotoxins known to science. A single frog contains enough poison to kill over 20 adult humans. Yet when properly processed and refined, these same toxins become the foundation for revolutionary pain medications that provide relief for patients suffering from chronic conditions that traditional pharmaceuticals cannot adequately treat. The irony is profound. What nature designed as the ultimate weapon of defense becomes humanity's tool for healing and hope. The breeding chambers are marvels of modern agricultural engineering, featuring individual climate zones that can be adjusted to replicate the specific microclimates these frogs require for successful reproduction. Each chamber houses exactly 240 breeding pairs, carefully selected for their genetic diversity and toxin production capabilities. The frogs are fed a specialized diet of fruit flies, springtails, and other tiny insects that are themselves raised on organic farms specifically to ensure the purity and potency of the alkaloids the frogs will ultimately produce. Nothing is left to chance in this delicate ecosystem where science and nature work in perfect harmony. What makes this operation even more remarkable is the sustainable approach these farmers have developed over the past 2 decades. Unlike traditional pharmaceutical companies that might harvest wild populations to extinction, these facilities operate on a completely renewable model where the frogs live full, healthy lives while contributing their valuable secretions to medical research and production. The frogs are never harmed during the collection process, which involves gently stimulating their skin glands using specialized tools that cause them to secrete their toxins onto sterile collection sheets that are immediately processed in on-site laboratories. The collection process itself is a masterpiece of precision and timing that requires years of specialized training to master properly. Senior technician Robert Mitchell, a 56-year-old former marine biologist who transitioned into amphibian farming after discovering his passion for these incredible creatures during a research expedition in Colombia 15 years ago, oversees a team of 24 collectors who work in carefully choreographed shifts to ensure continuous production while never overstressing the animals. Each frog can safely produce toxins once every 6 days, and the timing must be perfect because the alkaloid concentration varies dramatically depending on the frog's stress levels, diet, and environmental conditions. The laboratory facilities connected to these breeding operations are some of the most advanced biotechnology centers in the world, featuring equipment worth over $40 million that can isolate, purify, and synthesize the complex alkaloid compounds with incredible precision. The raw toxins collected from the frogs undergo a sophisticated purification process that removes all harmful components while preserving the beneficial therapeutic properties that make these compounds so valuable for medical applications. Dr. Jennifer Walsh, the lead research chemist who holds advanced degrees in both biochemistry and pharmacology, explains that a single gram of purified batrachotoxin can be processed into enough medication to treat over 8,000 patients suffering from severe neurological pain conditions. The economic impact of this industry extends far beyond the laboratory walls, supporting entire communities throughout the region, while providing sustainable employment for hundreds of local residents who have been trained in the specialized skills required for amphibian husbandry. Local indigenous communities, who have known about the medicinal properties of these frogs for thousands of years, work as consultants and cultural advisors, sharing their traditional knowledge while earning fair compensation for their invaluable expertise. This collaboration between modern science and ancient wisdom has created a model for sustainable development that benefits everyone involved while preserving both the environment and traditional cultural practices. The most challenging aspect of poison dart frog farming is maintaining the delicate balance between productivity and animal welfare in an industry where a single mistake could have catastrophic consequences. The frogs are incredibly sensitive to changes in their environment, and even minor fluctuations in humidity, temperature, or water quality can cause them to stop producing toxins or, in worst-case scenarios, become ill or die. Advanced monitoring systems track thousands of environmental variables 24 hours a day, with automated alerts that notify staff of any conditions that might threaten the health and productivity of these valuable animals. Transportation and distribution of the refined alkaloid products requires specialized security measures that rival those used for transporting precious metals or radioactive materials. The concentrated toxins, even after purification and processing, are still extremely dangerous and must be handled according to strict international protocols. Specially trained drivers transport the products in armored vehicles equipped with temperature-controlled storage systems and GPS tracking, ensuring that these life-saving medications reach pharmaceutical companies and research institutions safely while maintaining their potency and purity throughout the entire supply chain. The future of poison dart frog farming looks incredibly promising, as medical researchers continue discovering new applications for these remarkable alkaloids in treating conditions ranging from chronic pain and neurological disorders to certain types of cancer and autoimmune diseases. Current research suggests that compounds derived from these frogs may hold the key to developing next-generation treatments for Alzheimer's disease, multiple sclerosis, and other devastating conditions that affect millions of people worldwide. The potential for these tiny creatures to revolutionize medicine is truly limitless. If this incredible journey into the world of poison dart frog farming has opened your eyes to the amazing ways that agriculture and medicine intersect in our modern world, we would be absolutely thrilled if you would consider joining our community by subscribing to our channel. Your support means everything to us because it allows us to continue bringing you these fascinating stories about the dedicated people who work tirelessly behind the scenes to make medical miracles possible. Every subscription, every like, and every comment helps us reach more people who share our passion for discovering the incredible innovations happening in agricultural science around the globe. The quality control measures implemented throughout the entire poison dart frog farming operation are more stringent than those found in most pharmaceutical manufacturing facilities, with multiple layers of testing and verification at every stage of the production process. Each batch of collected toxins undergoes comprehensive analysis using mass spectrometry, high-performance liquid chromatography, and other advanced analytical techniques to ensure consistency and purity before being approved for further processing. The testing laboratories maintain certification from multiple international regulatory bodies and are subject to regular inspections by government agencies from countries around the world, where the final pharmaceutical products will eventually be distributed and used. Environmental sustainability remains at the core of every decision made within these facilities, with solar panels providing 68% of the electrical power needed to operate the climate control systems, lighting, and laboratory equipment. Rainwater collection systems capture and purify water for the frog habitats, while organic waste from the operation is composted and used to fertilize the insect farms that provide food for the amphibians. This closed-loop approach ensures that the environmental impact remains minimal while maximizing the efficiency and sustainability of the entire operation. The breeding programs have achieved remarkable success rates, with over 93% of tadpoles successfully developing into healthy adult frogs capable of producing high-quality alkaloids. This success has been achieved through careful genetic management, optimal nutrition, and the development of breeding techniques that closely mimic natural reproductive behaviors while providing the safety and control necessary for commercial production. Genetic diversity is maintained through regular introduction of new breeding stock, obtained through partnerships with conservation organizations working to protect wild poison dart frog populations in their native habitats. Advanced automation systems handle many of the routine tasks involved in frog care, from dispensing precisely measured amounts of food to adjusting environmental conditions based on real-time sensor data. However, human expertise remains irreplaceable for monitoring frog health, identifying potential problems before they become serious, and making the complex decisions required to optimize both animal welfare and alkaloid production. The combination of cutting-edge technology and experienced human judgment creates an operational environment where both efficiency and ethical standards can be maintained at the highest possible levels. Training programs for new employees require 18 months of intensive education, covering amphibian biology, toxicology, safety protocols, and specialized handling techniques before individuals are permitted to work directly with the frogs. The comprehensive curriculum includes hands-on experience with non-venomous species, extensive study of emergency procedures, and certification in the use of all safety equipment and protective gear. This investment in education ensures that every person working in the facility has the knowledge and skills necessary to perform their duties safely while maintaining the high standards required for producing medical-grade alkaloid compounds. The Research and Development Division of the operation continues pushing the boundaries of what is possible in amphibian farming, exploring new techniques for enhancing alkaloid production, developing more efficient collection methods, and investigating the potential for breeding programs focused on frogs with specific genetic traits that produce particular toxin profiles. Collaborative relationships with universities and medical research institutions provide opportunities for groundbreaking discoveries that could lead to entirely new categories of pharmaceutical products derived from amphibian toxins. As we conclude this remarkable journey into the world of poison dart frog farming, we hope you have gained a new appreciation for the incredible complexity and importance of this unique agricultural industry. The dedication, expertise, and passion of the people working in this field represent the very best of human ingenuity applied to solving medical challenges that affect millions of lives around the world. We would be incredibly grateful if you would take just a moment to subscribe to our channel and share your thoughts in the comments section below. Your stories, questions, and suggestions for future topics help us create content that truly matters to our amazing community of viewers who share our fascination with the intersection of agriculture, science, and human health. Thank you for joining us on this incredible adventure, and we look forward to sharing many more amazing agricultural stories with you in the future.